Today's tale sees us playing BattleTech once again, and today we're up against Pew Pew. So I've taken a really top heavy deck here. Lance, I should say. I have an Atlas, an Orion, a Panther, and a Locust. So you'll notice I have two lights, an Assault, and a Heavy. So we're a bit sketchy on the mid-range here, but you know what? Hopefully we'll just punch through that with the Atlas here. Ooh, pardon me. Pew Pew's been having a bit of a rough time apparently. So hopefully we can make this game a little nice for him. And see how we go. I guess the idea here is we just march on forward. The Locust here wants to grab a lock on something. Hopefully he hasn't gone completely crazy on some sort of brawl as well. And we just get punched into the ground. It could happen. Could happen indeed. Probably get Mockingbird over this way. I think we just go for the sprint. We want to make sure that there's no nothing going this way. I really hate it when things go up that way. Wildfire, obviously a sprint is a slow crawl in the Atlas here. We'll head for these trees. Maybe we'll make over there. We do have an LRM-20 and an LRM-15 here, so we can do a bit of LRM fire, which is... Ooh, that's not quite what we wanted. We want to edge into these trees. I like how this rock... I like how this little rock here actually counts as a tree somehow. But we'll see how we do. See how we do. I love the Atlas though. I mean, this thing... He looks like a nasty old piece of work, right? I mean, that skull face thing. The big old underarm AC. It's just a massive... I mean, that cannon is like the size of the Locust, right? Where's the Locust? Yeah, look at that thing. You put that thing on the side, it's like an AC-20. You know? It is fair chunk of damage. So I have no... If he brings a lot of range stuff, I guess he could kite me around. I'm super slow here. The Atlas is obviously not going to make a lot of movement. The Orion's not going to make a lot of movement. We might just try bum rushing completely with those mechs. I don't know if that's going to be super nice for us, but we just want to get an idea of where he's at. We'll turn off that noise for a sec. So we get 4 bits of evasion here. Can we make... we need to sprinting. Can we make this field? We can. So we'll make it to about here. If we need to skedaddle, we can sprint back this way. Hopefully keep this Locust up and functioning here. Alright, so it doesn't look like it's going this way, which makes me... Ooh. Alright, we managed to pick up something just on the edge there. A Vindy. Okay, so we're going to have to be careful of that. Might be death them above, so I think we start moving the rest of our mechs around. If this is the direction he's heading in. We'll probably just sit in these trees on this edge. We should hopefully bounce tree to tree, so we should go out like that. That is the hope there with that movement, but we'll see how we do. Direct fire, we might take some, but we'll see how we go with you, sir. The Orion. Do I push you that far forward? It's probably not too bad. You've got trees at least. Maybe I'm being a little too aggressive. I would like to be sensor locking and just lobbing in LRMs. But we'll see how we've done here on the phase. Looks like we've come out pretty good. He's got a medium where we have... where we don't. We do have an extra light. That means that this could be a slightly more expensive heavy. Never know. Looks like we're going all the way. We'll probably go all the way to 1. Maybe. Depends on what he wants to do. He might want to lock this. It'll be a rather hard hit, that Locust though. Because it is in that crystal field. It's pretty much made of tinfoil though. We don't particularly want to get locked. If he does lock it, I'm going to have to sprint it out. There's no two ways about that. I can't afford to have the Locust being a primary target here. We only have so much sensor locking. Panther might survive. Will survive a lot longer than the Locust will here. Alright, 1B is coming in. I think we just sprint out and reorganize here. He's probably going to lock our locust here. No. Alright. I think we move up with you then. Have we got... What are we looking at here? We're not looking at too good on that sensor lock. We could maybe jump and grab a... Nope, can't even do that. We will jump and probably brace here. Should be okay for our light. I like to jump most of the time. It gives you a lot of evasion. Plus you can still brace. So he doesn't have too much idea of what we have just yet. So we know this is his medium. This is his light. We don't know what the assault or the heavy is just yet. Could be some jump mechs. He could have a Victor and something else. Alright, that's probably given... Did he make that over the hill? I don't think he made that over the hill. We will just check for a sec. I'm fairly sure you don't get vision from there. You do not. Alright. I probably move my Orion, and then I might be able to sprint the Locust up and around.
What's up, Commander?
And get some vision. Probably just move enough that he can't... Yeah, so he's got that a little bit further forward than I'd like. Probably just take to these trees here. He shouldn't know what we are. But sometimes the game's a bit weird. And that circle is a lie. So he might not have a sensor blip, but he might have a sensor blip. It's a little tricky sometimes to know if they do gain one. Alright, so I think we're probably good to go. This is a tad scary here. That's probably braced. All of the stuff's probably braced. What do we get here? We get vision there. I just don't know what he's got. And it's a little scary. I think we just moved the Atlas up here. Along these trees. He's got no idea of what it is. So we'll just start moving up. And we'll go with the Locust last here, just to save it. We'll brace up. We need to get the Atlas in close and personal. It's an okay-ish. I mean, the LRM-20's a bit of damage, but it's not humongous. So we do really want to just get it into a better position here. Might take a sprint all the way over this way, just to see if we can pop out maybe something else. He could gain vision here. Is that crystals? That is not. I prefer to have the mineral field here, if I could. He could move this forward and have a bit of vision. Is this a risky move? It is a little, right? Could jam ourselves into the wall here. I just want to know what he's got. And where it's at. So I think we'll take a sprint across this way. And we'll see if we can't... He's probably up on this hill back here. So I think that might give us okay-ish cover against that. We'll reserve into him. He could jump and shoot at this again. He could move forward and fire. The 1B is probably unlikely to do that. I think we now have vision with Mockingbird here. Can we just have a look? Looks like... Not quite, actually. Interesting. We're going to reserve down again. So he doesn't know what is what back here just yet. I don't think he can see these two. So we'll see how we're going. Is it a goer? Alright, he's jumping over with that. That's out of vision. So now it's our start. I think maybe he wants to move forward with this. But it's not quite enough here. He could take this turn to sensor lock. Alright, so I'd say that's braced where it is. We could use... we didn't bring Apex. If I'd brought Apex, we could have maybe done some solid damage here. Actually, what? Okay, apparently he did reserve into us. So we're going to be careful with Arclight here, because if Arclight gets pinged, it'll be a little awkward. We can move to about here and probably brace, or we could actually move behind these rocks and brace, just in case he's got some awesomes up on that hill. That will let him know what is here though, so we might move one more step back, or we can move to here. Probably move to there. Should be fairly okay. We'll just brace up there. Alright, so now he knows we're here. That's unfortunate. So that Vindy's got vision on us. We'll have to probably go... The Panther can maybe move up here, grab a sensor lock. And then we might be able to fire in with the awesome here. The Atlas, sorry. So I'd say he's going to sensor lock this and drop some rounds on it. His choices though, he's got this the commando here didn't move. So he needs to move that a fair distance to keep up the evasion if he does want to sensor lock. Unless it's Mockingbird. It could be Mockingbird, but he still needs to move it forward, I think, to sensor lock. So he's moved something in the back. It wasn't the commando, so I think what we'll do is we'll take you, we'll jump you sideways here as best we can. Probably get a lock on that and see what we can do from here. We might be able to fire some rounds. If he moves the commando, I'll probably grab a hold of that instead with the locust. Man, that's a lot of evasion built up there. Whew. A lot of evasion. So he could push his commando forward now. You could push this forward, sensor lock up here. If he does that, we'll grab a lock with the locust. And we will fire in with the Atlas. So he moved one of his, either the heavy or the assault back here. Probably the heavy. He's still holding his commando here. Alright, here goes the commando. Is he going to lock the Panther? He might be locking the Panther here. Nope, he's going to go for my locust. Alright. So we got a choice. We could come around on this for 4 evasion. And then fire in. That's probably not got a lot of evasion on it. But whatever he's got is probably LRM fire. We could move like this and still have vision. Plus still be on a mineral field. And then fire in with our... Actually, we can move and brace here. And have vision on this. And then fire in the Atlas. Alright, let's move first. This is a toaster here. Oh, he's got his own Atlas. Okay. So he's got 3 evasion, right? We could shred this down to 1. He'll probably fire in on us, though. And it might hurt. That Atlas, I don't think it can quite make range to fire everything. But I think we move to here and we probably brace. And hope that the evasion... the brace and the entrench do enough work here to blast this guy down. So we know what his assault is now. We just don't know. He could still have a Jaeger mech or something back here. Can you afford a catapult? I don't know if you can afford a catapult. So what does this feel like? Alright, that didn't feel too bad. A lot of that missed. So what has he got? A Jaeger. Alright. So we know what is over there now. Can we get some direct fire? We can. And we can stay out of the trees. I'm okay with that. I am okay with that indeed. Whole lot of LRM fire, buddy. Alright, let's put it in. Put her in. What did we hit? We hit a couple of times there. It's not too bad. This is starting to hurt the commando. Starting to hurt him indeed. I will reserve in. He might push this forward. He might push that forward and fire on this. He might back up and sensor lock it. The Jaeger wants to just do work from here, really. So we're going to have to keep a bit of indirect fire going on. If we can clear this, I'll be fairly happy. I got to be really careful with the Locust, though. Obviously, a lot of LRM fire could just hose it down pretty badly. So he's going to back up with that. That's alright. We'll go into the next phase here, unless he sensor locks us. He might do that. And then he can fire in with you for a PPC. No, he's probably just bracing that. So we'll reserve in. We'll make him go with this as well. That's probably braced on top of the mineral field, so it's super hard to hit. If I was him, would I consider reserving? I would probably reserve here, just to try and save the Vindy from any weirdness. Alright, there we go. So now, what do? You probably push something over here. Alright, we're going all the way down then. I would have maybe, I don't know, I might have maybe pushed a mech over here. Maybe he's going to push the Atlas forward. I need to put, do I need to put a lot of damage onto that Atlas? I don't know. There's a solid amount of armor on an Atlas. He might be jumping out of vision. Okay, that's jump and brace. What does he want to lock? No, he doesn't want to lock. Alright. So I think we go with Mockingbird here. Missy, do you want to just jump forward for us? Grab us a lock here. Apparently the police are coming down my street. So we'll jump, lock. Fairly happy with this for a bit of a dance. Bit of a dance indeed. This has probably got a lot of evasion. Yeah, that's not too bad. I wonder if he pushes his Atlas into Brawl. That might be the other option here, is to use the Atlas to Brawl. And do what you can with everything else. Now, do I move here and lock this? That's the real question. Okay, the Jaeger Mech's moving. So he's still got his Atlas left, right? So his Atlas was about here somewhere. So we could maybe push to about here. Can we rotate fairly okay? It's not okay at all, is it? We get a lot of evasion. It would be back shots though. I mean, there is literally tinfoil on the back of this mech. I would like to, I suppose from here he could probably side shoot us. For 4 evasion, plus the mineral field, plus with small. Most of what he's got would miss, I guess. Can we lock from here? We can. Please tell me we can. We can. Alright, so we'll probably take here, we'll probably lock, and we'll fire in with the 15s and then the 20. He might push his, I don't think he can get, yeah, so he hasn't pushed his Atlas up. He can maybe push into these trees. I don't think he'd still have vision from there, unless he had someone fairly good at locking. Even then, I think it's still a hard ask, right? So we'll drop some more LRMs. We'll go to the LRM 15. He'll be down to 1 evasion. We'll do the LRM 20. He'll be down to none. It probably won't do a whole lot of damage here,
Something I can do.
but it is damage that we can do. So that'll be half, so man, even at 50%, it's going to be really hard here. Just lob a few in. Alright. A few scratches on that armor. Pretty happy with that. It's always a bit awkward at the start. There's never really a huge amount of damage, right? We could move in. We would be in... not quite sensor range. Alright. I'll take that. We are starting to open up to direct fire from that Atlas, the Gaint Mech, but it's an Atlas in the trees. Should do okay here, I think. I say I think. I've seen other ones go worse for me. Alright. Yeah. 20 on the chest. I'm liking it. I am liking it indeed. We'll reserve in. He could move. Sensor lock will run probably out. And see what else we can do. Alrighty. He's got to be careful with this. He can't go forever. It's a shame I didn't have Ape. Maybe I should have. I always toss up between having someone who can bulwark and Apex in the Atlas. The reason Apex in the Atlas is really nice because if you get turns like this where you're firing in an LRM-20, it does a lot of work. He's probably got his own Apex in the Jaeger there so that he can split fire between multiple targets. Alright, looks like he's swinging here. Hopefully he's not going for another hill. He might be though. We'll probably reserve in. He's only got this to go. He'll probably reserve down. At which point I think we move... I'd like to do more shots, but I don't think we can afford it just yet. I think we move Mockingbird. Hey, looking here, Mockins. Probably jump you and brace you, I guess. Since we know he's already moved the commando. It might be... I don't think there's any direct fire there. So we'll jump you and brace you. And we'll see how we go. Just a bit of poke and prod, right? He's probably going to reserve. We'll reserve right on down as well. We just want it to be his turn first. And by doing that, we make it his turn first. I'd say he might consider moving this. If he moved, you know what you do? I was going to say you could jump this sensor lock here, but then you've got no brace on this, which is a little sketchy. So he's moved something else. Is he holding the sensor lock on this? I think we have to move the Orion now.
What can I do you for?
Yeah, I think we just leave the Orion here. He doesn't have vision on this, so he's not sure if we've moved that or not. So I guess we just brace with the Orion.
All right. Let me know when you need me.
I think he's trying to get a sensor lock on the Locust. And he wants to have most of the units go before he takes a shot at it. Alright, we reserve in. It's his turn. So he moved to something else, so we could probably go for the lock now. It's a little sketchy. It's a lot sketchy. Can we take this field again? Cannot quite. Can't get to here. I don't know where that Atlas is. I could move short here. He might fire in the PPC. He'd have to jump really close to us to fire that PPC. Could take back this way. We can't quite get a lock there. go this way. It's definitely this that hasn't moved. If he jumps to here, I think he might have vision. He could then probably fire. Let's rotate the mech a little, just to make sure that if we do get shot at, we are small-ish, so can maybe do some work with that. Don't know if it'll be enough work though. So you could jump here, fire in, hope that you wipe the locust in a go. You could, let's see, so you do 50 damage. I think a locust maybe to a chest. Can't quite, I think it can take 50 damage. It would be pretty close though. He could jump forward, fire. This is why I don't like the locusts, is they're really sketchy on any form of evasion here. So he's gonna fire in now. Here it comes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alright, I did say. Whew, 60. Alright, so we have 60 here. Alright, so we're gonna need to plow forward here. 35. It's not gonna be good enough, is it? Versus 30. I think we have to move forward here. So we can probably scoot around here. He's gonna jump back, I'd say. He definitely got the advantage of that. I knew I shouldn't have stayed here. I should always play safe, but I always take these like weird risky moves. So we know the B has got to go yet. So I think we reserve in. Do I think he can fire from there though?
I'm here.
We could move here, lock him, and then we could fire with the Panther. I should have moved. You know what? I've got to move here. I think I have to take a full sprint as well. He could still lock us with the B and then fire in from the back. If he leaves himself there. I could move to about here somewhere. Man. So we move here. How hot is he on this? He's pretty hot. He just needs some LRM to hit this really. And then we're pretty much dead. Maybe we take further back here.
Roger.
And we'll have to use the Panther and stuff to do what we can. Prod Locust. My Arclight's like, yo, that hurt a lot. I knew I shouldn't have stayed there though. I was trusting in too little. This gives what, +4? And then +1 to our small size. I mean, the chances to hit must have been fairly small, but just not enough evasion to do the sensor lock. It really wasn't worth what we were going to get out of it. So I'd say he could.
Standing by.
Is he going to jump this? Surely not. He's got to jump this back now and brace it. Unless he wants to continue to jump forward and give vision. But there's no way you want to jump forward into this, right? Alright, we're going to have to be a lot more careful with the poor old Arclight there. She is toasted. There's like, you know, there's a few cables holding together there. But it's not a lot. Oh yeah, it's going to push forward. Alright, that is crazy, my friend. Crazy. I'd say that's braced. Mocking it?
Waiting for orders.
It doesn't have vision.
Acknowledged.
I could probably push... I need someone to get vision on this. Once someone gets vision on this, we can probably run in and punch to remove any brace here. Alright, he still has no vision from there. I'd say he's saved his Jaeger there. So we could jump. See, without vision, you can't death them above. We can jump to maybe... I want to have as much evasion as I can here. He's probably got a fair bit built up on his own mech. We could swing the corner here. Could swing the corner like this. Give vision, and then I think we can brace here.
No problem.
We might take some fire from back here. In fact, why are we up on top of this hill? I have no idea. We'll brace up. Probably moving for a punch. And then I think we can fire in the Atlas. He's probably going to lob a whole lot of LRMs onto the poor old Orion here. We don't have enough lights to abuse this too much. But we can do a little bit to it, I think. So, are we better off just sensor locking you? Alright, here comes the fire from downtown. He did save the Jaeger there. It's a shame. I don't know quite why we jumped on top of a rock, but apparently that's where we wanted to be. Apparently that is where we wanted to be indeed. So Mockingbird.
Commander?
Oh, you can't even punch him? 50% chance to death them above. I don't think that's good at all. He's got vision on this. He might death them above this. I think we could sensor lock from here. She'll take a jump here. I should have maybe have got vision. I didn't realize I couldn't punch that far. I think we'll jump back. We'll give vision. We'll sensor lock this. And we'll do the best we can against it here. It's not going to be great. Obviously through a mineral field and through...
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, it's not great at all. Alright, I threw out the K for nada here. For nada. Can we get backwards? Can't even do that. Wow, buddy. Absolutely shaft him. I think we'll just take the brace here. Man, we are just taking all sorts of fire here. For not much return at all. That sucks. Okay, so we should have got vision with Mockingbird. And then we could have done the rest of this a lot easier. We'll reserve in.
Reserving action.
He's going to have to jump this out. He could stay there and brawl, I guess. We could maybe swing the Orion here. The Atlas is probably coming up. I maybe should have moved my own Atlas towards here in the hope that we could get a hold of this. Is he going to death them above this? Surely not, right? So he went with his B. So we'll go with this.
Copy that, Commander.
He will get a turn for his... If he reserves here, we might be able to lock this with our Locust. He might jump forward for our Locust here, so let's give you the best chance you can have. The best you can have, my friend. So we'll move you here, we'll lock this. Drag it down a bit. And then do we want to fire in? We could...
Waiting for orders.
Can you jump and fire? That would be amazing, buddy. Amazing. It doesn't look like it's going to happen all that nicely though, does it? Thing with these jumps is we probably don't have the best of hit chances, do we? Let's have a look. 50s. Do I reserve in? He's going to fire the Jaeger on this again. Could jump to somewhere like this and fire in. He might move towards this with the Atlas, I guess. What do we got to hit? 40, and I suppose I could fire in the PPC. Don't know. It's all a bit sticky in here, really. Could reserve and see what he does. Alright, let's just reserve, I think. I think we'll take... he's going to fire the Jaeger into this, and then jump this out. And then I'm stuck, because I can't move this and fire. So I have to sit tight where I am. He could jump this. He could leave it there and get his Atlas in. I suppose we could sit here and fire. Oh, he is jumping it out. Alright, he's got no vision anymore though. I don't think he shouldn't have vision. He doesn't have vision.
Standing by.
Alright. Although we've still got vision. Alright, so you can jump and fire. That is amazing. Maybe we'll jump fire the PPC, I guess. 5% to hit. Probably not then. Probably not. Actually, we could...
Waiting for orders.
I suppose we could just jump you over here, sensor lock him. See what else he wants to do. Of course, we're still... because we sense locked with the Locust. They really need to change the way jumping and locking works. So I think if you get locked, you shouldn't be able to build up more than 4 evasion. And then if you get locked twice, you shouldn't be able to build up more than 2 evasion. Because at the moment, it basically reduces whoever can sensor lock down to being pretty hard up. Which is a little rough, right? Can we get off this damn hill? And fire in. What do we got here? 30s or 30. I will take a 30 in the trees for some nice cover here. We still don't know where that Atlas is. I'd say it's coming down the road. So far, he's had the better of these exchanges. He's done a truckload of damage to us. And we have done pretty much minimal scratches to most of this stuff. Minimal scratches indeed. We are getting outplayed here pretty severely.
Commander.
45. We'll take that. I mean, we've got... what do we got here? Not a lot of ammo. Alright, we'll fire it anyway. We're not going to get... Once it turns into a brawl, we're not going to get too many more turns to just hammer away with stuff. Not too many... Do I like his setup? I maybe like his setup more than mine. Vindy's a nice jump mech. Indeed. A nice jump mech by far. So he could come forward, fire. We do get a turn of maybe absorbing it with the Orion. He's got trees now, so we're fairly okay with that. I wonder if he's taken the hill. No, we know the Jaeger's over here somewhere, so he hasn't taken the hill just yet. It is a possibility as well, is to back up that hill. I think he's considering whether he wants to jump this in again. I think if we lock it now with probably the Locust, we can probably force him to move this. He's still going to move something else first. But There is some weird number trying to call me. We'll see what he does. Alright, the commando's coming around. That might start locking things. See what his choices are here. He's probably going to go on the Orion. So it means we might have to back the Orion out of range here.
Yeah, what can I do you for?
Which we cannot. But we can flick it around a little. I just don't want to take a full round of fire from this stuff. This is going to be braced. We could maybe lock this and fire on it with an LRM-20. Could even push forward, although the AC fire will just decimate us a little here. Can we get some evasion going? What can we get here? That's not great. Evasion, no evasion. Alright. I think we'll turn here. We'll brace up. He might even consider firing with this from here. Which is also another option. So we'll turn you around, we'll brace you up. Because you're going to have to absorb a fair bit of fire here. And we'll see how this works out. Pretty much we're getting outplayed though. That's the only way to put it. It's the Jaeger. Alright, so he's got Apex on the Jaeger. Yeah, we're definitely getting outplayed here. So.
Commander?
Can jump you over here. Can't quite get... Can we get a lock on this guy? We can. Do I think he can shoot me? Maybe. He might even get... He might get this jumped here and fire. And then... fire in with the LRM-20, which would be a little awkward. See what we can get here. So we got him down to 1 bit of evasion. If he moves this forward to fire, I will lock this and fire on it with the Atlas. Otherwise, we will try, and we probably won't use the Locust to get close. This is a little too dangerous for the Locust now, because it really can't take too much. So he does have the choice of maybe jumping this forward or pushing it to here and firing onto the Orion. Right, so he's going to take it last. This is the better move. Is to just move that guy last. We'll probably just lock him with the Locust anyway. He shouldn't be able to see us here. We have to move the Locust forward. It's a little iffy. Especially he might go this way, so we might try and remain in the trees over here. Should be able to lock that guy. There's no way he should have vision.
Understood.
I should have rotated the mech a bit better than that. But, oh well. We'll lock you, just in case you push it forward. I don't think he'll push to here, but we'll see what happens. We'll definitely just drop our LRMs on this if he just stays here. He might even jump it back just to keep it pristine, since the Orion K is eating face here. I maybe could have been aggressive and pushed, but I mean, it's an Atlas. It's a bit hard to be aggressive and push on that when there's a, you know, an Atlas, a Jaeger Mech's just pounding you the whole time. Could push here, fire. He'd have to jump it though. Alright, he's going to jump to there. I will fire on this though. He's going to poke and prod the Orion. Or is he going to fire into the... You can fire your PPC into the Atlas. Just to make sure that I have a harder time hitting this. Alright, couple of misses. We'll eat that. We are losing our armor pretty rapidly though.
Waiting for orders.
And this is not great for us by a country mile. 45s, we'll take them. We'll lob some rounds into this guy. Try our best to hit him. Well, we need to, well, we need it all to hit the torso really, but there's not much we can do about that. Reserve up here. He could jump this forward again. It's probably pretty hot by now. He has to pick, he probably picked the Orion again. We could double lock this and fire in with the Orion. It's probably not worth it though. If he had a little bit less evasion on this, the double lock could be worth. But on this mineral field, it's really not worth it at all. I want him to move this so that I can have a go at it again. But I don't think he's gonna. With the Orion, we can at least now fire though, because he is braced. So we can fire his LRM-15s as well and rely on that bulwark to kick in. When he was here, he really couldn't do it. He had to either brace or bulwark because he was just going to get shot. The Jaeger looks like it. Nope, it's the Atlas first. Just going to jam in some more round. No? Okay. What we might do is we might lock this thing and make him move it. Because I don't particularly want it just sitting there at all. So now he's got to make the decision on whether he moves this now. It's pretty hot. He's probably just going to jump it back and brace it. He could leave it there to take some hits. He's going to move this up. We'll lock this and fire in with the LRM-15 and the LRM-10. We will probably jump this way to do it. Yeah, so he wants to fire with the Jaeger.
Waiting for orders.
We'll definitely jump this away. We'll lock this guy here. We could even go a little bit further back. Get this mineral field. Keep ourselves safe. He's going to have a fair bit of evasion on this, unfortunately for us. But it'll do. It will do. So he'll have one evasion. We should be able to get him with the LRMs at least. He'll probably jump. He's got to jump this out. Surely he's not going to fire from there. He'll have no evasion if he doesn't do something. He might get them above us. That is the alternative here. Get them above the side, then fire him with the Jaeger Mech. Luckily we've still got this to go. So even if he does death them above it, we can get it braced again. Alright. I think he's gonna be able to fire from there. Yeah. Oh. It's only the LRMs. Okay. We'll eat that. I thought he might try for the death from above as an alternative, but I guess not. What's in this arm? Medium laser and LRM-15. Alright. Going with the first LRM. We're still having a real struggle of hitting this thing. It is the size, the terrain, the move, and the indirect fire that is kicking our butt. Or, alternatively, let's have a look here. So we can fire in direct with you. Yeah, alright. We could take the 55 and then fire with the Orion. Maybe we'll save the Orion here just to get rid of some evasion on it. Although this would go up to probably, what are we at, 55? It'd probably go a bit better than that, wouldn't it? So maybe we'll just take you now. And then have a really good chance to hit with the LRM. And we're still not doing a lot of damage though. He is continually going to do more damage through having Apex. But we'll just have to keep working this guy down. This maybe is his only sensor lock, at which point he has to start using this. The Atlas might get on top of us. It's all a little hairy, and it's been 51 minutes, apparently. So now he'll fire with the Jaeger. Shouldn't have direct fire. He will have indirect fire. It'll be onto the side again. He is pulling in closer, though. I think he's maybe looking for a turn where he can have a go at the Atlas. Comes some more indirect fire. Is he firing everything? Alright, he's firing everything. Alright. It's never worth... I don't think it's ever worth to fire everything over firing one. The reason being is because the 50% damage reduction basically makes it half a weapon anyway, right? So at that point, you might as well fire just the half anyway and save your heat and ammo. Fire in the LRM-20. Hopefully we can... Man, we are so far off killing this guy. But just due to the size and the terrain, we are getting our butts kicked here. We'll do what we can. If all of this hit, it would be about 80 damage. But just due to the fact that that terrain is doing work, we are not going to get through this. If he wasn't on that terrain, maybe that would be up to about 80. He would probably be a little crushed from that. He's probably going to back this up now. The Atlas is probably over here somewhere by now. And it's probably coming down on the side to have a go at our Atlas. And maybe don't mind that so much as he's going for the other mineral field here. I don't even think he... No, surely he made the mineral field right there, I'd say. But, we'll see how it goes. Alright, so he's having a go at Mockingbird. That's fine, because now what we do with Mockingbird is we just jump you out. He does have just enough range there to keep us in lock range here. What has he got? He could jump... We're on the mineral field, so there's no need to jump just yet. We've got max of... We've got 2 evasion plus a mineral field. So he'll probably fire with this from there. We will take... I guess we'll lock with the Locust. Maybe I should have jumped you, actually. We'll see what he does. If he fires from here, we can probably get Arclight out of range. Is he going to push this up? Or is he going to fire from down there? Ah, damn it. He's moved too far forward, I think. I think from there he can keep us in lock range. Oops, this hill's in the way. Get out of my way so I can see what he's got. Okay, so he doesn't have direct fire. That's fine. Arclight. You're going to just push up. We'll get that... we'll get that nasty old commando here. I think we stay towards these trees at the back here.
On my way.
We'll lock this guy. We'll jump Mockingbird out. Actually, he's got no evasion. We can jump and fire here.
Commander?
Could even just stroll up that hill and fire. That's really dangerous, though. Maybe we tank...
Waiting for orders.
So we can't get out of range of that thing now. We could jump to here and brace. It might be our best option to just eat whatever's coming. And then... I suppose we're going to have to jump some horrible terrain here, though. Just take to here. Yeah, we'll just use the evasion, our size, the terrain, the brace. We'll use everything we can here. Just to keep this as safe as possible. Fire in with these two onto this. He didn't lock anything worthwhile, so...
What can I do you for?
I think we move sideways here. Since we know that that's, actually... We'd pop an arm, maybe, if we hit with most of this. Surely he's got to be coming in with the Atlas, though. This is starting to become a non-target for us if that Atlas gets in. I think we go this way. We're going to rotate a little here because we need to start taking probably hits to the face. So we'll move over here. We'll fire at this guy. And then I think it's going to be the same for our Atlas. Just want to rain damage down. Alright, so we should be fairly okay for the Atlas. He'll maybe have about... I'm hoping 60% chance to hit here. I should have reserved. Damn, I didn't see that he reserved here. I don't think he can... He's going to have to sprint the Atlas in. If it's not in sensor range, then it's going to have a hard time getting to us.
Yes, Commander.
I don't like them being over there like that. 55, alright. I think we're going to have to pull this way.
I'm there.
Fire in over here. I prefer to be hitting him from the front because at least then we have a chance to
Roger.
go through this armor. Here we might rip off an arm and then start heading towards the armor, but oh, we are so close. Damn, all of those arms are fairly much just clinging on. We have no protection on both of these mechs, so he could take a sensor lock here and here. Or here, or either one, and do some serious damage with his Jaeger, right? Would it have been worth pushing the Panther forward to fire? I just don't know about it. I just feel uncomfortable with him being able to drop a bunch of LRMs on it. I don't think he has direct fire from there. Alright, now we're getting into some serious situations here. If he locks this, the focus will kill it. So we can now hit this with a focus and probably kill it, but he has the chance to focus something else and do some serious damage in as well. We'd have to be sure of the kill, which we are not. Could do 80 damage. He has to move. He has to give us probably the front to make sure that we distribute over undamaged sides, or he could rotate this mech and make us hit the undamaged arm. Okay, we can probably do that. I'd say we're reserving. Even if he fires with this, we can probably do okay here. We know he's got a focus. I think if we put in our entire LRM-20 into the side of this, it will be gone.
Waiting for the right play.
So what we do is we probably focus, and then I suppose we maybe punch it. We could, yeah, so we focus, we sensor lock it. That'll get him down to 3 bits of evasion. The punch shouldn't miss. We maybe clear this off. And then we're into a bit of a brawl on this mineral field, but we might be okay. So I think we go with our locust first here. Is he going to focus on the locust? Focus on the locust. We could focus fire this now, actually, with the Atlas, which is probably a more worthwhile target, since we can fire all of our weapons on the Atlas into that. I don't know if the jumping this forward is worth killing this.
Crap. That hit hard.
It did hit hard, buddy. Okay, so let's see. You're going to get shot at by a whole lot of LRM. So for starters, you need to go, because I cannot afford for you to lose a truckload of armor here. I could focus with you. I think the Atlas would do better, though. It's got an AC 20. And if that hits, we will be just destroying bits off this mech. Unfortunately, we're going to have to fire him with these really ugly hit chances. I could... let's take it, I think.
On my way.
We need him to brace up to absorb everything else. I will relax with the LRMs. 5% for that amount of heat's not worth.
I got him.
So you entrench. Oh, that was a super lucky hit right there. Crazy lucky. 25% to hit that leg. Not bad. Not bad at all. So you lock there. That gets him down to 4. And then you punch him. It's probably the only way to go here. And then you focus on this. Alright, so he's going in on the Atlas because we didn't get to brace with you. I am probably okay with that. We could go with the Atlas now so that he doesn't get shot by
I'm receiving you.
a LRM 20 as well through nothing. So I think we focus with you.
Come on, people.
We blast this guy in the face. We turn off our LRM 20 because we need the heat here probably. And we will rip this guy a new one. Oh, to the chest. Alright.
Critical hit, Commander.
He's not looking happy about that. All of his evasion's gone. We could probably go sideways with Mockingbird and fire into this, knock it, and then finish it off. He's got no evasion. We might even be able to shoot this with the locust here. Fire the locust into this, knock him over. What's the locust do? It does 40 SRMs, 4 SRMs, two 2s, and a medium laser. We would then get our turn first. The We'll see if we can go with the Panther first. I don't want to risk the locust if I don't need to. Alright, looks like he's rotated with the Atlas to the side of us. We're just eating up. Man, our arms taking barely any hits, but
Hey,
apparently the center torso is the way to go.
Commander.
So you can't quite get this, can you? Oops, somewhere around here you can. So from here you can fire in, what would you have? 80 to hit him? I'm probably happy with that. We might knock him there. So let's jump out. Fire in the PPC.
Target locked.
Knock him, hopefully. If we're lucky.
Good. A critical hit.
There we go. Now we can fire in with the arc light. And then we can fire him with the Panther again, I guess.
I'm here.
He'll probably get us with the Commando, maybe. Can we get some rounds in from these trees? Maybe I just throw the locust in. I just don't think it's going to survive much longer anyway.
Confirmed.
So we'll fire him with this, and then we get another turn of firing while it's on the ground.
Firing.
If it survives, which it probably won't. Probably won't from there.
Target destroyed.
And then I suppose we start heading in on this guy here. We'll reserve into him. He could go for this now. Runs this way, fires in. We then go... He could lock this. We've still got to move though. I think we probably concentrate on this. He will have a focus. We will be building our focus back up though. I don't think there's quite any fire from over here. We could maybe start stomping for this. These two could probably handle this okay. This brace is doing a lot of work. So he's going to scoot that out. We could maybe, if he doesn't sense lock with this, we could maybe have some rounds of that seems like a sprint. That is a sprint. The Atlas is still a little away from us, so we could probably get Arclight around. Shit, Arclight, you need to just chill here, buddy. Chill there. We could lock this guy twice, and then fire in. I wonder if he got a brace. He did not get a brace. So we could get Mockingbird on this as well. I think we reserve down
Under that. Standing by.
here. Wait for him to move this stuff. I need to kind of keep the locust alive so that I keep getting turn advantage here. Otherwise, suddenly he gets to go after me, and that makes things really awkward. So we'll get him down to 2, fire him with these guys. Hopefully we can share off something. He didn't take the mineral field, I don't think. He's probably going to have to start pushing him with these 2. I would maybe push up with the Atlas. Or reserve in. Make him go first with this. Then we can fire everything into this. And maybe run this down with the Panther. So we might push the Panther forward. Yeah, we'll probably walk the Panther here instead of a jump. He still has no vision, so he can't fire. So we'll probably, yeah, we'll just walk the... I'd say that's a brace right there. That was a walk and a brace. So we're gonna... Does that get us in range? Just. Alright, we're gonna have to walk here. We'll take the walk. We'll lock this guy. We'll lob in everything. We'll take the walk so we cool down. I could jump, but I just want to make sure that... Ah, yeah, he's got the mineral field. So we'll get rid of all of his vision here. Fire with Sumo first to shred off one bit more of this evasion. And then... Yo, Sumo, you want to turn on your LRM and fire, buddy? You want to do that? Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Thank you, Sumo. We'll probably only hit with a couple here. But a couple will do a bit of damage. We'll get our heat back at least as well. We'll leave you probably tanking with this side. What's on here? If it's the... Yeah. If it's the AC, we'd be in trouble. But with the LRM only, it's fine. We'll lob in some more. 45 to hit. It's not humongous, but... You know, if we can clear bits and pieces off this guy, I'm super happy. The evasion's gone. He's going to push in with these 2 next. We'll reserve into this. He'll probably sprint this out. We'll start having to concentrate on this stuff if he gets this too far out. If he gets the Atlas into vision range, then we're just going to have to turn on that. Because at the moment, he's probably saving his focus on that Atlas as well. But since he's using his focus so far back, hopefully we will have built up... we haven't built up a lot here. He's going to probably sensor lock with this. No? That's a brace then. We reserve down to him.
Holding for tactical advantage.
Wait for him to come out of these fields here. So even if he goes with this, we just reserve down and it's his turn again. So he's a little stuffed on the turn movements here. Yeah, he needs to do that. He absolutely has to do that. You maybe move this forward. You still probably don't have vision. We might be able to lock this and fire actually. Which would be okay for us if we had vision and he didn't. Alright, he's bringing the Jaeger mech around. I think he wants to get direct line of fire. Do I feel like that's a brace? It's possibly a brace. I think he's trying to work out if he wants to get that Atlas in or not. I think we'll test that brace. Just to see what it is. I don't think he can get his Atlas into vision of this. If we get rid of this, that's a lot of damage. Or if we at least get rid of an arm, it's a lot of damage. Yeah, so he took a brace on it. We're probably better off firing into this. That is probably braced right there. Now, he could sprint this forward. Or he can sit there. Or he could move forward and brace. So... He probably doesn't want to sprint, knowing that I still have one more sensor lock to go here. Alright, looks like he probably doesn't have vision from there. Just yet. So I think we leave you here, but we'll rotate you just a tad. What can you fire in with? Just the LRMs. Alright. Alright. He's probably going to have a focus and blow off a bit of us, but we'll have to just eat that, I think. So you rotate. Fire in. I think we fire with the Panther as well if we can. We'll do a bit of damage here. It's not looking too happy here. Can we fire in with you at all? Doesn't look like it, does it? We might take a sprint then. Across this way. We'll maybe try and get up here. I just want to chase down this commando a little. Probably take to here actually, it's not so bad. We'll fire in with the Orion. Fairly happy with the Orion tanking on that side of him as well. You're probably okay here. The AC-10. I think we fire in with that.
You got it.
Do what we can. To the leg, not the greatest, but everything else is going to hit that arm. That arm is a little mangled. He's probably going to brace up in here. Or bulwark or something. He's probably got bulwark on these. We have to be a little cautious that he doesn't just move this forward and focus on it. So we might shift it out now. He might start sensor locking with this again. At which point, if he sensor locks with this, we definitely lock it back and fire. Because I think we can toast him in a go. So we'll swing the locust around. Yeah, I think that's gonna. He's gonna sensor lock from there, I think. We will definitely toast that thing then. Can get the Panther forward, sensor lock. Can get this forward, sensor lock. He just wants to fire from here, I think. It gives him a slight advantage on the firing over our trees. Alright, so he's going on the Orion again. That's not too shabby. So I think what we do is we could reserve into him. I definitely want to get Arclight around the back here because Arclight does not want to get toasted so much. We'll probably take a sensor lock on this. We might be able to multi-shoot with Wildfire and probably drop our LRMs on this if he's in range. Oh, please tell me I didn't stuff that. I did stuff it. I guess we take a sensor lock on you. Yeah, he's gonna fire in from here. Damn, that sucks. I thought I had the range on that. I guess not. So we keep moving with you. Could even just jump you forward here. Sensor lock this guy, and then we'll be able to multi-shoot in. That is all a bit awkward, but oh well. Alright, so our multi-shot should hopefully just rummage that guy. The Orion's going to have to tank through. He's probably going to get a focus here on the Orion. That's what I would do. I would definitely focus with the Orion. Try and eat up as much as you can on this. At least we've got vision on this, so we can fire these guys into this and multi-shot this way. I don't think Sumo can multi-shot, but I know the other... I'm pretty sure Wildfire can. I say pretty sure, but we'll see in a second. Should be a focus here. He wants to use his focus now. No? I would have used my focus through this. Oof, we're eating a lot of damage though. A lot of damage. It'll be an AC 20 into the side of this guy as well. So Sumo. What do you got? You got a multi-shot? Alright, let's go for it. What do you got to hit here? 55. And... oh, alright. So you can only do that. He's probably going to focus with the... Atlas then. Do we move forward into him? Do I move forward? So we could clear this guy and fire on this guy. And probably lose our arm here, but I guess it's what's going to happen anyway if he does focus. Guess we just rotate like this, right?
I'm on the move.
Turn on this. We'll just have to just eat it, I think. You, sir, and you. Might as well fire him with everything. I mean, we're going to lose bits and pieces. We're going to lose that LRM, I think. Yeah, and the SRM, so... I think we just go as hard as we can on Sumo. Alright, buddy. It's not great that you missed a bunch there, but it'll have to do. You're gonna get chewed, my friend. Absolutely chewed here, but good luck. Good luck, sir. The Locust is pretty much garbage to us now. I could move in for a punch on this. Would you focus on... Yeah, I'd probably finish off the Orion here. Yeah, here we go. The focus. So I'm glad I moved, because it would have been straight through anyway. The brace there. But boom, off comes that arm. Bunch of fire into the side here. Please don't get knocked. Ooh, and knocked down. Alright. Alright, so he will get to fire with this into the torso.
Took one in the gut.
We might be able to, if we could clear...
Commander?
If we could clear this guy, then he won't be able to see us, but I have a feeling we're not going to be able to clear him just yet. I think we go like that, heat up pretty well. I'm fairly okay with this. I mean, we're going to need turns to cool down, but it is what it is, right? Come on, baby. Oh, we are damn close to ripping that guy apart. Damn close. So another LRM into this might kill him off. Maybe. So we're going to have to reserve in. See how far he pushes this. He's probably going to keep running that. Thing is, if he has... So I could take both of my turns right now. And then I can probably get my Orion up before he has his Atlas's turn. I think that's how we're going to have to take this. If I reserve down, he'll get to use his Atlas before I can do anything here. So we're going to have to take both turns here. He's running that back. He can't sense lock anymore. So he should have no vision back here. He's got no vision. I wonder if that was intended. So jump you forward. Keep on pushing that guy out. We'll get you probably just to lock this guy at the front. Might even move you up into these trees here. Make sure we can still lock. No, we cannot. Alright, it's important that we can still lock him. Alright, just. If you take one shot, you're pretty much dead, but that's alright. We'll sense lock this guy down. I'd really probably like the guy in the back, but I can't get a hold of him. So now he's got to go with this, but we should be able to get our Orion up and out of the massive danger zone that would be just getting shot in the torso. We'll have to rotate him, give up the other arm now, because there is no armor left on this side at all. He shouldn't get vision from there, but shouldn't be too bad. So Sumo, you need to stand up, my friend, before he pushes this forward to shoot you in the face. You need to rotate for me to the other side. He could still shoot you in the front, but I think you should be okay with this. AC-10. In you go, brother. In you go. This thing is going to beastly tank us, so we need to get probably away from this and start shooting things like this. Because this guy, he's got +4 to hit on this field. And it's just going to do a lot of work. Compared to, we gain no extra bonuses from these trees by bracing in them. The only bonus we get is if we get knocked over, then we get the 25% bonus at least. But he's gonna have to push this probably forward. At which point, I guess I get my Orion out of here, and we just have to tank with this. It's probably, is he gonna move and brace? All right. Is he setting up for a sprint out of there? I guess.
I'm receiving you.
We'll rotate you a little this way. I think he's saving heat here. We will do the same. Do not particularly want to be firing in a whole lot of stuff when I could be just chilling out a little. Just chilling out a lot. Especially if he's going to come in. Or he's saving for a focus here. He might have a focus. Again. Which would go through all of our armor. We need this little light guy to come in. To some sort of vision. So that we can multi-shot him. He's going to reserve down. So what he wants to do is he wants to move it. And then he wants to fire with one of these guys, right?
Holding for the right opportunity.
He's going to reserve down. Because he wants to move into vision, lock, and then if it dies, right? But at least it gets a sense lock on someone. So he has one more turn of firing him with this stuff before he loses vision there. And then if this comes into brawl range, it's pretty much stuffed because we just keep punching that guard off it as best we can. So now he moves in the commando, locks probably the Orion. We should have maybe have moved the Orion here. But I really wanted that guard on it, the brace, sorry. If I can, I'll probably lock this guy. I don't think he's in range of the AC-20 here. Alright, is he sprinting that in? Feels like a full-on sprint there. Because that came out of nowhere. Alright, it did. So he's sprinting that one in. See if I can't get a hold of it with Arclight here. Not quite, right? We could go with Arclight and fire onto that guy, or... See, the thing is, if he's got a focus, he could turn towards us here. So I think we jump with you. This is going to have a lot of evasion. How long till we get Fury? Next turn. So he's probably got Fury already. We'll sense lock this. He's providing it as a target, I think. I should have maybe have checked if the others have... If he's got... I don't think he's got vision. Could fire him with the 2 LRMs. Maybe score a hit or two here. I think we just need one for that torso to compact. And then I think we start going on the Jaeger here. He's going to have to push out of here to get vision, I think. With no vision, it gets a little iffy for him. Maybe moves the Jaeger first. And then waits for the Atlas to get in. Alright, he's coming in for vision with the Atlas. Whew. Some civilians just died there. Has he got focus? If he's got focus, we're a little stuffed. Ready? That was a sprint. Alright.
Standing by.
He's could fire. I think we move you over here. We consider the lock on probably the Jaeger. Or you. We could actually go in here. I don't think we would do enough work to push this over. We might get close though. Okay. Alright, so we can't rock up and punch it. We can punch it with you though. So I think Arclight. We'll push you forward, we'll fire with you. We might be able to knock this guy. So you push around. He's got no vision on Arclight just yet, but we'll fire in with you. Get a bit of rockage on there. I don't think we've got just enough to do this. AC, PPC, SRMs. It's going to take a lot of work to push this guy over. We need probably the AC from here to hit. The AC 20 to this guy will push him. He's looking at maybe killing... Okay, he can only see you. Alright. Alright, that's a lot of beat down there. So, Sumo.
can do.
Can he not see you from there? I don't think he can. Sumo, you're gonna have to rotate here. Fire on your AC.
You got it.
Okay, so you fire in. And then Wildfire fires in. I don't think we've got enough here. Yeah, we missed with that. We're not gonna be able to keep this guy off us enough. He's gonna bulwark here, probably.
Standing by.
At which point we have to punch him. AC, SRM, LRM, turn off the 2 mediums. And just go straight in for knockdown here. He's just going to brace through this though, isn't he? I think we just fire in with everything. Turn off the LRMs. We do get a focus next turn though, so maybe we don't. I think we go like this. And we save the focus for going straight through his brace. So you fire in. We'll save the heat because the focus is going to come next turn. Oh, actually, we did a lot of work there. We could probably, if we hit him with everything here, we hit him with the PPC. I think we can knock him. Arclight. You're going to have to do this, buddy. So you fire. And then you jump and fire.
Understood.
Alright, come on. Get close. There we go. Knockdown. And then the Panther can fire. So now, does he push this in to start doing some work? Or does he just sense lock us? He might sense lock this and try and kill it. I don't mind giving up the Locust now, I think. We just try and clear this guy since he is up close to us. Let's have a look. So I think we need to go, it's his turn now, so we're not going to get to fire in with the Atlas, but we will get to go through the brace, or the bulwark if he does get up, because we will get a Fury here. He might go in on this. I wonder if he's going to sense lock this and fire on it. There's nothing left of that Locust, so I'm okay with this knockdown, I guess. Alright, so he's going to go on that with the Jaeger. If we reserved in... it's not worth at all. I think you jump and fire. Can you get closer than that? Ugh, none of that's great, is it? I think we jump and fire from here. With the decent chances to hit. If we went in this mineral field, we wouldn't have the greatest of chances. We're going to try and clear some armor off that torso. It's a lot of armor in that torso. We'll do what we can to it. So next up, Sumo. You're going to have to fire into this as well. He's going to fire into this and blow it up. Because there's nothing left there. There's no way we're reserving.
Right here.
So you fire into this. We could even do a cheeky move here. I don't think that gets us far enough away. I think we might move and fire. Just to try and clear some vision from this. I think he's still probably got vision, but...
My mech's lumpy.
Yeah, your mech is lumping. But we'll try to do what we can here. Alright, so we're slowly burning through that center torso. We're gonna have to just beat down on him with these guys. He's gonna fire in with this. I wonder if he's gonna focus with this. He's gonna get that up. It's gonna be braced. I don't think he's got vision over here. He might walk forward for it to fire on this. And then fire in with the Jaeger Mech to kill off this. I think we're still in a better position though. Although we're close to losing this Orion. If we lose the Orion, it's a Atlas versus a Commando, a Jaeger Mech. Panther. Panther's a little heated up. He could focus on this. Kill this. He'd have to move down here to do it though. He's having a good old think. fire on this. It's got no evasion. Kill that. Focus on something in here. Kill that. Move, fire, kill. Alright, so he is moving for this. Alright. He'll probably focus on this then. Or he might split shot. Whoop. Alright, so he went for the center torso here. So if you move around and fire at the front, you have a decent chance of hitting the center torso. So now,
Yes, Commander.
I think you could probably... Can't quite do it. Which side has the AC? It's that side, right? Do we just fire into the front, maybe? Focus and fire into the front. I could punch him. He might then step behind us, though. I think we just do the focus now and try and do as much work as we can here.
MechWarriors, show 'em what you got.
Yeah, I think that's how we go. Put in all of this. We might get through some of that torso. We need the AC to probably hit that. Or we could just shoot him in the head. That is a possibility too.
Like I'll need a new target.
That is a distinct possibility. So now he loses vision over here. He might quit from that because now that was that was super ugly, right? That was super ugly. So the only thing he has vision on is this guy here now. So he probably fires in with that. We start moving on to the commando here. I think we can push out now. Man, that was really unfortunate for him that the AC-20 hit him in the head. The chances there are pretty minimal. I think they're like about 1 or 2%, but super unfortunate. Arclight is pretty much dead here. There's no surviving this. There is no surviving that at all, but we did get our Fury back. Plus 50 for the death of Arclight. I'll take that. We're going to reserve up here. See what he wants to do. We'll shift out of here and start moving towards the Jaeger now, because it is pretty easy meat for the Atlas here. Even if he locks it, I'm pretty happy to just run towards it. Whoop, yeah, he's going to fire onto you. So I think you can't even get braced here, actually.
I'm here.
It's rather unfortunate. Let's move forward. Lock you. I think we just start bashing you down because there's no damage over here, really. But there is a lot of damage still left on this. We would probably lose the Orion here, because there's not a whole lot left of him. Sumo, you need to probably push forward as well. Ooh, it's going to be a bit of a brawl here. We could maybe have locked this guy and finished him off, actually, so that he has no sensor lock. Maybe I should have done that. This is probably dead here. Whoop, there he goes. There he goes. We'll keep to the trees.
Waiting for orders.
And we will just go in like this. We'll drop the LRM-20 on him. And then next turn we'll lock up this for a focus. And drop an LRM-20 on this to destroy it. And then he has to come in with this, right? Apparently the earth is shaking.
My LRMs are out.
Ooh, we're actually out of LRMs. That's not so good. He can keep shifting back here, I guess, and firing on us. We'll never be able to catch him, actually. We're going to have to run Mockingbird forward here. Alright. So, lock this. Fire in. Okay. It's still your turn. This is a little more even than it really needed to be, but there's a lot of smoke and wrecks. We might have actually come out of this with a loss if we hadn't hit that guy in the head. We might have to start taking sprints here with the Atlas, because I don't think we're going to catch these guys if we don't. Alright, I could probably jump for that. And then focus, I guess. I don't think I have the range. He's probably going to lock the Panther. I think we're going to have to jump with you as best we can, and probably brace here. He might have a focus again, I guess. So we're going to have to give up some arms here, I have a feeling. We want to give up that arm. Alright. What can we get for a sprint, actually? We can get to the mineral field. I'll probably take that. He might just drop LRMs on us, but we'll see. If he's got focus, it's going to hurt a fair bit. But we'll take to here. We'll cool off a little. He's probably just going to drop LRMs on us. I don't know how many turns he's been firing those LRMs, but it's been a while. It has been a while. This might get a little awkward, actually. Should never give up. In his position, you could still do a lot of work here. Okay, that's maybe not the work you want to be doing. Alright, he does have a focus. Alright, well, I'm kind of glad I sprinted anyway. And it's still onto all that. It's still onto the armor we don't really need. So we're okay there. We'll stroll you forward. We'll focus for this. And we'll try and do a bit of damage to this guy. We can't quite get him in the good parts, but we'll get him in the bad parts. Get him in the bad parts. No LRM. It's a little sketchy, because that commando is going to get away from us, but
Come on, people. Let's make it happen.
take our focus, and we will blast them. With an AC-20. But doom to the center torso. Shake, rail, and roll. Ooh. Lost an AC. Explosions. Unsteady. We could maybe death them above this. Although, would that be a bit mean? It's his turn. I wonder if he runs in and fires with the commando. We are running out of heat, and he has left. Alright. It's a bit of a shame. I mean, it was all falling apart anyway. There was no way it was going to come together at the end. You could have maybe kept on backing this up. I don't know if he'd run out of LRMs, but if he had, then obviously he was going to have some serious problems here. I would have probably have kept on pushing my Panther forward, keep on focusing this thing. I guess he was hoping that in the focus he killed this and had a better game of it. But oh well. It's a shame. It's a shame it doesn't kick us back into the other screen, the information screen, but this is what we get. And with that, we'll take a break. Tune in next time for more adventures of BattleTech. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.